Howdy, folks. What's going on? It's the Outlaw Hatfield here, back at you one more time. Oh, started a little early tonight. Normally start at 6:30, but I'm
Howdy,
going to be
folks. What's
taking
going on?
off
It's
in
the
a few
Outlaw
minutes.
Hatfield here, back at you one more time.
I hate it when that does that. Hey, Beaver, how you doing? Caleb, how you doing, buddy? Snob, what's going on, brother? Uh, well, I'm here for the Tuesday night show, hanging with the Outlaw. I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm going to be running probably a little short tonight. Me and the girlfriend's going out to have dinner, so it's the only night of the week she and I have off at the same time. So, it is what it is, guys. And hey, I like to eat, so that's the plan anyway. I hope y'all are having a good day. I sent my co-host a link. He hasn't got here yet. He might show up any minute though, so we'll know when he gets here. If anybody else would like a link, just let me know, and I'd be happy to ship you one out. Especially if you're on the gun channel side, that'd be real easy over there. Gun channels makes life so much easier when you're sending out these links. I mean, it's a simple matter of just finding the name and clicking on it. Uh, Everything else you got to go through email and this, that, and the other, and it's just a pain in the ass. I wish Google would simplify that a little bit. And excuse the dog barking in the background. Yes, I know he's loud and annoying, but what can you do? So how are you guys tonight? I I actually slept last night. I don't normally sleep the way I did last night. I normally get 4.5 to 6 hours of sleep a night. That's normal for me. I slept for almost 9 hours. That's not like me. That's just something I do not do. Uh, and I can actually say I must have slept pretty damn hard because I woke up feeling pretty good today, which is also a rarity, especially before coffee. But I guess I needed it. Every once in a while, it catches up with me, and I do that. Let's see who else is out there I can ship off a link to. John Z is normally around, but I don't see him. And the rest of the crew probably just now getting off work, so that's a normal situation there, especially this time of day. That's the only problem with having this time slot is people are either just getting off work or driving home from work, and it's hard to manage watching the YouTube or listening to YouTube while you're driving a car. I can imagine. So I do not see how, especially like Gunpowder. I have seen her drive her car and do her shows at the same time. There's just no way I could do that. That would drive me absolutely batty even trying. Hey Scott, how you doing? Uh, I I would be staring out the windshield so hard I couldn't pay attention to anything else. But that's just me. Uh, I don't drive anyway, so we are going, like I said, to ship out some links. Maybe get some more folks in here to have a chat with, because I know y'all don't want to sit here and listen to me for an hour. That would be just annoying. But I do have something I want to bring up. Actually, Beaver, I don't know if you caught the hey David, how you doing? I don't know if you caught the show last night, but Mad Sexy had sent me a message and wanted me to go over some of my family history. Well, for those of you that don't know, my mother was actually a McCoy. So I can trace my family back to the feud on my father's side and my mother's. But better than listening to my cousin. Hey, you leave my cousin alone. He's okay. He's got what, the third best show on Tuesday nights, followed by Ghost Tactical and mine, of course. He's doing pretty good. And we can pick on Night Strike all we want, but the fact of the matter is, he did create GunTube. Without him, that wouldn't exist, and that GunTube is picking up steam. He's done an excellent job with that. I have nothing but respect for him. He put in a lot of time, a lot of effort into getting GunTube up and going, to making it work. Pick on him all you want, but I couldn't have done that. There's no way. I do not have the tech savvy to do something like that. The software he would have to deal with, the hardware that he's bought to actually put all this into going. Yeah, we pick on Night Strike, but he paid his dues, I think, with that one. I think he outdid himself with GunTube, and it's just getting better. He keeps working on it. Pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be able to do these live streams over there as well, which means we could basically give up YouTube. If you wanted to do a live stream, you wouldn't have to go through YouTube to do it. You could go through GunTube and put all your content there. And that will be a very happy day for a lot of people. You want to get an ATI 1911, he would probably accept that. He would not scoff at any 1911. But that's just, Night Strike. He's like me. He likes 1911s. I love 1911s. I only have one, but I love them. Thinking about picking up a Palmetto State Armory 1911. They sell their blemish stuff for like $4.99 for a blend 1911, and who knows what's wrong with it. It's not mechanical. It's cosmetic. So, if the aesthetics doesn't bother you, the fact that it might have a scratch or something on it, $4.99 for a 1911, hell yeah, all day, every day. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? I would pay $4.99 for a decent 1911. Not a problem. I'm also thinking about picking up one of their bluish AKs. So, hey, G Webs, how you doing? G, would you like a link? I'd be more than happy to ship you one if you'd like to come in for a minute. We could discuss G's favorite 1911. I don't think I've ever heard G talk about ever owning a 1911. I'm sure he probably has. I've just never heard him say anything about it, which is kind of weird. But G's one of those guys that's probably owned more guns and got rid of more guns than most people I've ever known. So, and guys like Dead Horse go through them like water. I got to thinking about it after we got offline last night. How many we talked about guns on the after show, and I got to thinking about how many guns I have bought and sold through my life. And if I still had every gun I had ever sold, I would have an unbelievable collection of some awesome firearms. Old lever action Winchesters, Marlins, Smith & Wesson revolvers, my XDs. And by the way, I do like Springfield XDs. To me, they are the original Glock killer. Those things are just freaking awesome. If you've never shot one, you need to try it. People make a big deal about that the safety that it's got on, the hand safety. But to me, that's not a big deal. I mean, it doesn't affect the gun at all. I mean, all you got to do is squeeze it, and the safety's off. So I'm going to see how much the PSA 9 MMAK is going for. Scott, there is there's a company that makes a small AK 9mm. It's called the Pac 9, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Chiappa that makes it. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's Chiappa. It's a Chiappa Pac 9. Take a look at that. Oh yeah, man, I love Rock Island, Rock Island 1911s. There is nothing in the world wrong with Rock Island. They're solid. They're dependable. People swear by them. The only bad that you ever hear about a Rock Island 1911 is from people who think that they're cheaply made because they're coming out of my mind just took a whole big crap right here. Philippines, yeah, they're coming out of the Philippines. Well, they're still a damn good gun. I don't care where the hell they're made. You gonna knock a CZ because it's made in the Czech Republic? I wouldn't. Those are damn good guns. Solid, and now they're making them in 10mm, double stacked 10mm. So how do you go wrong there? I don't see it. I do not see you going wrong there. But anyway, guys, there's something I want to bring up, and I've been thinking about this since this morning. I woke up and had a couple of emails from someone. I'm not going to mention names. And I'm notorious for not checking emails regularly. And I keep my phone on vibrate or silent 99% of the time, so I don't hear the thing go off. So if you could send me an email right now, I might not get it for 4 hours, because I really do not check my email that often. Well, anyway, I got this email, and it's somebody that's been on my show many times, somebody that I like. And there's some issues going on with him and some other people. And I hope he listens to this and understands where I'm coming from on this, because it's really starting to annoy the hell out of me, honestly. I've got a group of people that I hang around with on YouTube, gun channels, whatever. Now, I like this guy. He's a friend. I consider him a friend. But apparently, other people has a problem with him. But that problem does not involve me. Okay? If you've got a problem with somebody else that happens to be a friend of mine, that's not my issue. Okay? If y'all don't get along, that's fine. I mean, you get along, that's fine too. I'm trying not to get wrapped up in bullshit. And the gist of the email that I read this morning was, somebody had probably, they said that somebody had probably sent me a message telling me not to contact him, not to talk to him, blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, I'm a grown damn man. I talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to, and nobody tells me who the fuck I can and can't talk to. It's that simple. You know, nobody tells me who I can have and who I can't have on my show. That's bullshit, and I wouldn't listen anyway. Um, and it's really starting to annoy the hell out of me that I'm getting these type of emails. I think what needs to be done is both sides of this dispute need to open up a hangout or something, and everybody involved have a sit down conversation and work this bullshit out, because I'm not involved in it on either side, and I'm not going to get caught in the middle of it on either side. So, you know, you guys know who you are, all of you, everybody involved. You know who you are. You know, I'm. You are adults, people. You know, I'm not the most grown-up adult in the world. Grant you, I realize that. But when I have a problem with somebody, I take it up with them, and I don't go around bushes and this, that, and the other. I go straight to them and say, "Hey, look, this is the issue. This is the problem. Let's fix it." And that's what needs to be done here. Um, and this is not the first time I've said this. I'm not involved in whatever political drama is going on, and don't want it. If you don't want somebody in your chats, flat out tell them. No, I'm talking about it, G, because I'm the one that keeps getting messages from this individual and, you know, saying this, that, and the other. And I know it's, you know, I've been told that certain people have sent me emails telling me to stop, and I've never received the first email from anybody but him about any of this. So, yes, I realize that, and I'm not defending anything, G. I'm not defending anybody. I'm just trying to get it out there that I am stuck in the middle of all this because, and I don't want to be, because I like people on both sides of this particular argument, and you know, it's crap. I'm not going to give up gun channels. I'm not going to give up this other guy. So, you know, I'm just, it's just, I don't want to be part of it. Keep me out of it. Him, he needs to keep me out of it as well, you know, mostly. But now that I got that off my chest, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about guns. Let's talk about freedom. Let's talk about how Dustin Rhodes won the world title the other night. You know, and for anybody of you that don't know who Dustin Rhodes is, he's the son of a very famous professional wrestler by the name of Dusty Rhodes. And he basically slapped Vince McMahon in the mouth and told him to go to hell. So, John Z, I sent you a link. Move the fuck on. Tell me to move on with my show. Anyway, how you doing, John? Anything new in your life? I thought I sent you a link. Gee, in fact, let me do it again. There you go. Did you get that one? Damn, email is not working correctly. First of all, so I'll send it to you on Gun Channel. So I don't know if you got it or not.
Yep, the one and only. You can see it right there, the one and only. There's my comment from before, and then there's the one and only link I got just now.
Well, I sent it to you through the email the first time. That's why you didn't.
Oh, Mister starts off the show with how he never checks email. I don't check email either.
Oh, well, I don't. I really do not check email. It's just
yeah, neither do I. I check it maybe once every couple of days. I mean, unless I'm waiting for something. Obviously, if somebody's emailing me something that I know about. But anyway, you were talking about 1911s before.
Yeah.
I had the 1911 just to have one, and I sold it to Clay. Clay has my 1911 now.
What kind of 1911 did you have?
A Thompson, made by Auto Ordnance.
You know, I have looked at those, and if I'm not mistaken, they're made by the same company that makes the Rock Islands. The name escapes me at the moment. Yeah, they good 1911.
I just got it at a gun show a long time ago at a good deal, and I just wanted to have a 1911 to maintain, familiarity with it and shoot it once in a while to keep my manual of arms, because it's so different than other guns for a single action only like that, just to keep it current whenever I was doing more stuff. And well, now I've used my money for trying to go do stuff, right? So sold it to Clay a while back.
So what are you carrying this day and age?
That Glock 41.
I'll tell you what, I have been wearing M&P, and most of I forget I have it on. I just completely forget. I can't, it's weird. Back in the day when I was living in Kentucky and we didn't have to worry about concealed carrying, open carry anywhere and everywhere. That's what we did. I was carrying that full size XD, and it was, you can always tell that some bitch was there. Big difference, man. I'm really enjoying carrying this shield. It's a nice little gun. It really is. Now, I've heard people complain about the trigger. Well, I've shot this one now, and I don't see a great big issue with the trigger. It's a little grimy, but nothing you can't get used to. Just a little practice will work. You'll be fine with it. Not me, never shot one, but I'd love to. Chris Vectors are overrated. Scott, you're overrated. There ain't nothing wrong with a Chris Vector. One of these days, Chris Vector's going to put M&P, the HKs out of business. Wait and see. MP5s is going to go the way of the Dodo. Chris
Vector. Their pistol, the Sphinx?
No, I haven't. And I would like to own one of those, but man, they're expensive. Gee, have you seen the prices on them?
No, I never look at prices. I don't buy nothing. But I imagine they're expensive. They're almost prototypes, man. They're pretty new.
I mean, they look good. They're damn good looking guns. Sheesh. I mean, they're well over $1,000. And I can't afford $1,000 guns. And if I could, I would probably go with the Vector over the Sphinx any day of the week. Grant you, it ain't like I'm gonna be walking around with a Vector on my hip all day, but, I think somebody would probably frown on that. So, G, what gun is it that you want that you have not got at the moment? Anything out there that you've been thinking about?
Oh, I'd probably get one of those Remington Pack 14 that are all wood.
Pack 14. I've never heard of that one. That's
So where they make them a firearm and they're just short.
uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Remington version of that, they make one that's wood. So
Yeah.
instead of having plastic on it, it just looks like an old, Remington 870 that is short.
Remington's version of the Mossberg Shockwave.
Yeah, same thing, except Remington 870 and then short.
Hey, John, how you doing, brother?
Or then wood. Yeah, they call it wood on it.
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know what the wood model's called, but if you look up the TAC 14, they'll probably show it. It's common.
Let's see.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, John? Anything new in your world?
So I was checking my email on my phone so I could open the link on the phone. Excuse me. And then I realized you sent it on the computer. So I clicked on the link and my browser shut down. So I had to restart my browser. Don't you have my email?
Probably somewhere. I've got.
It'll just be easier for me to get on my phone.
Yeah.
What's up, G? How you doing?
Next time I'll ship it to you that way then. See, if everybody would just be over on gun channels, it'd make life a whole lot easier.
I'm on. You gave me the link. It's just easier for me to have it on my phone. At least at this hour, it's easier for me to have it on my phone. But...
Oh, are you working?
No.
Oh.
I'm just not using the computer right now, so now I have to get up to go to the computer to open up the link. So I'm on my wireless headset. I just wanted to. We get it. So anyway, so what else is going on with you guys? Anything new in the news?
Nothing as far as I know. Newest thing I can think of right now is like I was talking about earlier, Dustin Rhodes winning the world title, which I'm really excited about.
What's that, wrestling?
Yes.
Okay.
It's I know it gets old hearing me talk about it.
Well, it doesn't get old. I'm sports illiterate, so when people talk about that shit, I'm like, I try to look like I know what the hell they're talking about or sound like I know what the hell they're talking about, but in reality, I have no clue what the hell you guys are talking about.
And you're a New Yorker. You should know everything there is to know about Vince McMahon.
I'm good, thanks. Yeah. I nod. Well, like when my job at the detention center, people talk about that shit all the time. And I just nod in agreement and I say, oh my God, yeah, I saw what he did last week. I have no clue what they do from week to week. I just mentioned something that I heard, that I thought I maybe heard somebody. And everybody.
You break up a little bit there, John. Don't know what's going on your end, but it sounds something a bit.
He's going in between skyscrapers right now.
You know, speaking of that, when I lived in New York, I had seen tall buildings in Atlanta and in Knoxville and all these other southern cities that I've been in throughout my life. When I got into New York City, I was just in awe at the size of, you hear about how tall these things are, but until you're standing on the street looking up at and really seeing how tall these things are, it's breathtaking. And then you stop to think, there's people on cranes that had to build these things from the top of those buildings.
Yeah.
I would have probably had a heart attack up there.
There's the people I've heard that go to the top of those towers to change light bulbs and stuff. They only do that they only have to do that a few times. They make like tons of money to go climb up those towers and change light bulbs. They
Yeah.
do it a few times a month or a year or whatever to even to keep income coming in. It's, who the hell wants to climb up there?
Well, I'm not sure. What's the tallest building in New York now, John? Because I'm not really sure. I know the World Trade Center was, but I'm not sure if it, they've built anything bigger since or not. But there ain't no way I'd get up there and try to change a light bulb or anything like that. There ain't no way. That's just a bit too high for my liking. Hey Rob, how you doing, unknown users out there? So we got a few watchers, we got a few viewers. We're doing pretty good. Still waiting on the co-host. I'm sure he's probably on his way home. I got started a little early, so keep 45 ACP coffee cans. I don't have enough ammo to worry about storing it in coffee cans and such. I normally just keep them in the boxes and stack them up on top of each other. But that's something I need to remedy. John, you having troubles over there? Damn dog. I got a dog free to a new home if you want him. The barking at you. Well, he sounds like he's trying to talk.
Yeah, he probably thinks he's talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your dog then?
Oh, no, it ain't mine. It's my roommate's.
Well, if the dog in your place will come out of your microphone.
Yeah. Well, he's actually in the other room, barking, and you can hear him through the door. That's one thing to say about this laptop. The microphone on it's very sensitive.
My headset has moments where it's good outside and other moments where it's not good at all. I don't know.
John, what is the tallest building in New York City at the moment?
I don't know. I ain't going up there.
Oh, I didn't ask you to climb it. I was just asking you which one was the tallest.
I ain't climbing it. I ain't going in it. I ain't taking the elevator.
You afraid of heights?
Yes.
Ah, well.
But all I can say is I think they are too freaking tall.
Well, they're huge.
So
Actually, the tallest building right now is One World Trade Center. That is
actually, I believe that one of the tallest buildings in the world is in Japan.
I mean in New York, not the world.
Oh, okay.
The tallest building in the world, I think, is in India, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, it's in like Dubai or someplace, or UAE, United Emirates.
Dubai.
Yeah. Here's one that's 2,717 feet tall. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's not my thing. Let me ask this girl on the phone. Maybe she knows.
Which girl on the phone?
The one that is nosy.
Oh.
I'm not sure I understand.
I said you're freaking nosy. Shut the hell up, Siri.
You shouldn't talk to your girlfriend like that.
Yeah. It doesn't do much anyway.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you love me anymore, John?
What'd you say?
That's your phone. I didn't do that.
Would you stop interrupting? Hold on. Would you stop interrupting?
She's not.
John, something's gone wrong.
She's so annoying. She doesn't even pay attention. She's like a guy.
Hey, guys, pay attention, dude.
Yeah, I know. She's like a guy without a wee wee.
Guys pretty much always pay attention when we are interested in the subject, anyway. When we're not,
We're just selective as to what we respond to. I know.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. We hear free food, we're right there every single time.
I'm straight.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of that, G, have you had any chocolate chip pancakes lately?
Nope, not lately.
That's kind of shocking. We all know how much those mean to you.
Well, I was something that I could get at different mom and pop shops, you know, like local places along the way, and see some variety and get, you know, impressed and, you know, be something to look forward to. So I'm looking, you know, I try to do something different on the different tours. So I'm looking for something different. I'm thinking about onion rings maybe this time.
I love onion rings, man.
You mean like real onion rings, not the frozen stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about driving around the country to get processed onion rings out of a freezer. No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
nasty.
places and finding, you know, different, unique ways of making them, regional ways and whatnot.
Yeah, the nice thick ones.
I had
Thick cut.
I had some onion rings at this place in Nashville, I think it was. And you know those Arby curly fries, that spice they put on them makes them so damn good. But
I
they
don't have Arby's since the 80s probably.
well, they do this spiced up potato French fry, and this particular restaurant did the same thing with their onion rings, and those things were absolutely amazing.
Have you ever been to Long John Silver's?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that breading they put on the fish, right? They did onion rings like that for a while when in 2012, I think, when I was driving around. That was when they were, I think that was when it was. They were doing that promotion or whatever. So I don't know if you like the batter on Long John Silver's fish, but imagine that on an onion ring. I thought those were pretty good.
Yeah, that does sound good. See, I haven't had Long John Silver's.
They're like rings of onion, not chopped up weird stuff. Is it Burger King that did like a chopped up onion kind of thing and then made it into a ring shape and then breaded it?
Yeah.
No, Burger King's is regular onion rings. Yeah, there's nothing special about those.
I don't go to fast food that much anymore, but I know one of them was like that, where it was like somebody chewed up a bunch of onion and then like put it into a ring and
That's
breaded
disgusting.
it. You know what I'm talking about though? I forget. Is it
Yeah.
Jack LaMotta?
Yeah, it's processed crap. Yeah.
I've never been to a Jack in the Box. Actually, I think I'm lying to you. I went to one time when I was out in Oklahoma.
Because you don't like it, or just you don't have them around you?
There's none around here. But I think that's just stuff that's local to places out west, on the other side of the Mississippi.
I've never been to Long John Silver, so I have no clue what that breading would be like. But it sounds pretty good if they're doing
It's
thick cut
batter.
onion rings.
It's batter. So it's like really doughy batter that's salty, and I don't know if you haven't had it. I don't know if it's unique, but I just can't think of anything else that's really like it. It's not flaky at all. I mean, it's definitely like almost like a pancake batter that they dip it in.
Oh, so it's not crispy at all.
Oh no, it's super crispy when they fry it, but it's just that instead of being like like a bread where it kind of crumbles when you eat it, or like a breading where it's crumbled bread literally, and they just it's on the outside of stuff. This
Like
is
a pancake.
consistent hovering, and it's all. But imagine a pancake batter being thrown into a hot fryer, a deep fryer, like how it would kind of spatter, and not like a donut where it just stays, in the shape of a donut, but it like expands like a fried egg, right? So it goes out all over, and all those edges get cooked in different ways. It's good stuff.
Now I'm hungry. Dang it.
There's
Okay,
some other fish place that's like the equivalent in the States that there isn't Long John Silver's. I'm pretty sure. I just forgot what it's called, but it's pretty close.
Captain D's the only one I can think of.
That might be it. And it's a real similar type of restaurant, and the batter isn't too much different, right?
Yeah, it's a bit greasier at Captain D's, I think, which is hard to believe because there's a lot of grease in the Long John Silver's.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on how well they're cooking it. You know, fried food is sort of like everything. You have to be good at it. You can be bad at it, and it does come out greasy for sure.
I would like to have some good fish. And when I say good fish, I mean fresh.
Yeah, no one likes to eat smelly fish.
Well, no, it's not just that. I'm very particular about the fish that I eat. It's like tuna. I love tuna. I don't like tilapia at all. I have eaten it. I'm just not a big fan of it. I like catfish. Uh, Catfish is probably my favorite. Trout. I love trout. And yeah, I have eaten shark steaks. Those are good.
Actually, shark is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It is a good flaky white meat. At least whatever species I was eating was. I'm not even sure what exact species it was, but it was
As
shark.
long as it wasn't biting back.
Exactly. That's all that matters. This is why I don't get in the ocean because I don't like being in the middle of the food chain. I like being on top of it.
Meh. That's what he said.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey Ozzy, how you doing? Take care, man. We are losing viewers, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay because we're about to shut this one down anyway. Because speaking of food, I am about to go have some. I don't know if y'all caught the beginning of the show or not, but me and the girlfriend are going out tonight to have a little dinner.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. Not sure where we're going, but we're going somewhere.
Giddy up, fellas. Giddy up.
Yeah. I'm thinking Golden Corral sounds pretty good. I haven't been there in a while, and I love Golden Corral. One of those places you can go in, eat, and eat as much as you want, or whatever you want.
Do they have a buffet?
Oh yeah.
It's more than all it is a buffet place, but it's not a buffet. It's like what you call like a food buffet where there's food and there's like definitely a salad bar end to that, and then there's like a island for breads and different things that they bake right there, and then like a dessert area, right? And then maybe a baked potato thing, or is that gone now?
Yep.
So it's they're usually pretty big too.
Do you stop at any buffets in your travels, Gene?
No, when I was fatter, I did.
Well,
Buffets are usually shit food. I mean, I like Vegas buffets because they're trying to impress everybody, and they've got a lot of competition right down the street. Like you could literally look at a buffet and decide to go somewhere else and just walk somewhere else, right? So I really like the Vegas buffets, and they've got flavor, character to them. They're trying to do different things to be unique. So I enjoy those buffets, but just the standard buffets are kind of the cafeteria food, So
yeah, there's nothing special about everything fried. Yeah,
it's not everything fried. I mean, it's decent food. It's as far as cafeteria food goes, it's all right. It's just that there's a difference when you make something a platter at a time than when you cook something in a pan. Like what Midnight must be doing
individually. Yeah.
Yeah, it just gets an opportunity to get, if you're making something round, it has fry on all three sides, or all four sides, I guess. On something that comes out of a pan, you might get an edge, but you might get that middle that has no cooked part on the edge, So I just like the experience of eating individual food more. But if I'm just like, say, when I'm super fat, I like eating buffets. They're fucking awesome. You go in there and eat a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I have like a Chinese buffet by me, but it's nothing special.
Well, see, I'm very particular about Chinese buffets because twice I went in and ate Chinese buffets, and twice I've ended up with food poisoning.
Yep, same here. I'd be talked into it every once in a while, and I'm dumb or something, and I'll do it, and usually end up on the wrong end of the stick on that.
Oops.
And I love Chinese, you know, but I make sure when I go to a Chinese food place, I'm online checking it out, looking at reviews, this and the other. And if I see more bad reviews than good, because you're always going to get a few bad reviews from any restaurant you ever go to, period. They're going to be there. But, you know, do check out the review ratings online before you go to these places to keep yourself from getting sick. And believe me, sitting on a toilet for 2 days is not a fun way to miss a day's work.
It's
So
not a fun way to do anything.
You're talking local places. Do you go to look at their, what do you call it? Usually they'll have like a page on the website of the health department, and they'll record everybody's visits. And then you can search for restaurants. So I'll look at the restaurants I go to on a regular basis and make sure that they're all getting A's in their health inspections.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good tip.
We've got a couple that, we figured out like this is not worth going here anymore. Buffets and stuff were mostly it. It's usually buffets and like gas stations and stuff where they don't have real, I don't know, people interested in being in the industry, right? And they're not making it a career. Those are usually where there's the worst fractions or whatever.
Yeah, they don't care about the temperature of the food and how long it's been out there and all that.
Most of the time it's like how the sink is bad, like they didn't wash the sink type of thing. You gotta have this, there's just little requirements. There's gotta be soap by the sink, stuff like that a lot of times. And it's, again, those places where it's just a kid in charge of making sure nobody steals stuff from the front. He's never going to a health class or whatever.
Well, he certainly doesn't care if someone's like touching every single piece.
Oh man, I raise hell at work over the sinks. I mean, every day it's a fight. I walked in there. I guess it's been about 2 weeks ago now, right? And I work on a 3-position sink in the back, and I do mostly pots and pans and small containers and stuff like that. And up front, they got the machine, the dishwasher, that they actually run the plates and stuff like that through. But now you can run everything through that machine, and it's guaranteed to get shit clean. That water temperature is close to 200, I think it's 275 degrees. So anything that goes through that machine is sanitized. It's clean. But back there in the back where I'm at, it's a 3-position sink. You have your wash, your rinse, and then your sanitize. And I had walked into work one day last week, and they were taking the stuff straight from the sink, putting it in the rinse, and right up on the shelf. And it wasn't like they was letting it actually rinse. They just dip it in, pull it out, put it up there. And I lost it right there on the spot. Boss come out of his office. What the hell is going on? I told him, and he's like, you can't do that. But that place drives me crazy. This is why I'm looking for another job, because if somebody does get sick, I'm not going to be responsible. Wasn't me that did it. I wasn't there. So, anyway, guys, we've been going for pretty close to an hour now. I think I'm going to shut this one down, call it quits. I want you guys to have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your life. Remember, we have Tactical Tuesday coming up at 8. Hit or Miss is coming up at 9 o'clock with Night Strike. Make sure you check both of those out. At midnight, we have the Daily Gun Show with G Webbs. G, what you got going on tonight?
Interesting topics and awesome conversation about guns.
Any kind of particular guns?
Oh, you'll have to tune in to find out.
Oh, I will be there.
Be there or be square.
Make sure you guys check out gunchannels.com. It is a great resource for firearms and firearm-related topics. Check out the live streams. Jump in some of the live streams. We'd love to have you over there. You can catch me over there depending on which day of the week it is. I'm there late at night. Sometimes I'm there during the day. So, No matter what time you show up over there, there's always a live stream going. Most of the time, there has been a couple slip up here lately where I've noticed there wasn't anything going on, but that is a rare occasion. John, you got anything to plug?
Just go check out gunchannels.com and don't forget gearwebsites.com for all your patches, t-shirts, hats, and so on needs.
We don't have hats or t-shirts, but thanks.
But if people go on gear websites and buy some stuff and then request them, who knows?
G, what you got to plug? Anything important?
Important? Yes, everything I plug is important.
Yes.
So I would plug in a dam, and there's also a bucket. And I plug some chaw tobacco. Thanks.
And this is why he's the man. Hey guys, seriously, go check out Gun Channels. Say hi to all the guys out there. If you got a question, ask it. There's a little space right at the bottom of the page where you can ask a firearm related question. Somebody over there is guaranteed to have an answer to any question you might have if it's concerning a firearm. It might take a while, but somebody will have your answer. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night. God bless, take care, and be safe.
Shall not be infringed.
Yes, no fringes.
Give him the finger.